So many people focus on being rich, but rich is a feeling. Rich is an essence of you. It's not just money. I may not be Mexican, but in my heart, I got that Mexican warrior style. So I'm going to continue to fight to have both of my belts because I'm the rightful owner.
First of all, thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure to have a conversation with you, dear champ.
Thank you.
How is everything with this pandemic? I believe we learn a lot from God. The human beings have a lot of things to learn in these times.
Yes, we have to focus on peace. We have to focus on respecting our environment, respecting each other, and just getting in tune with ourselves. We use so much time on the internet and our telephones, and we have to learn to love people again.
Totally agree with you. I suppose that you are training like to keep the pace, right? But you're training in home. What are you doing now? What are the efforts?
Yes, my husband is a professional boxer also. So we work out together. I have a heavy bag in my room. I run outside. I've been eating good food though. I need to stop eating so much. but yes, we've been working out to maintain, and the closer we get to everything going back to some kind of normal, I'll be ready.
By the way, when you are not training and when you don't have a fight coming, what is your favorite food?
I love lamb. I
Okay.
love pho, which is some people say pho. Um, Anything that's good. My husband's a great cook, so whatever he cooks, I'm with it. But yeah.
Nice. By any chance, you like tacos, Mexican tacos?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's this one. I love lamb tacos and steak tacos. My
Awesome.
favorite.
Awesome. Let me start with your career because I follow you and you remember I have been there in your fights. And I remember two great fights with Cornejo. And I refer to these fights because when you beat twice Cornejo, all over the world they hear about you. Franchón is coming and he's coming for everything, right?
Yes.
What can you share about these two fights with Cornejo? Because I remember it was a great fight. The second one, I could never forget that one in Stockholm Center before in Vegas. But what can you tell about these fights?
Well, the first one, I kind of just slid in there. I don't think I was supposed to win, but I knew that I was coming to win,
Yeah.
And it was a great experience, and it was my opportunity to show the world what and who I was. The second fight, and I don't think Cornejo knew that I was as good as I was. The second fight, Cornejo definitely trained for me and prepared herself a lot better. And then she wanted to, try to win for Mexican Independence Day. That was a very special day.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to respect the fans and, show them I love you guys too. You know what I'm saying? I may not be Mexican, but in my heart, I got that Mexican warrior style. So fighting with her, it was a contest to see who wanted it more. And I definitely wanted it more. And she put up a great fight, but, I was victorious.
Definitely. You take me there because I was about to ask you about your style. I know you have a great boxing style, but you have in some part of your fight like a Mexican heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say I'm very versatile, and people haven't seen the best of me yet. I have multi dimensions. I can be a boxer. I can be aggressive. I can move. I can stay there. I'm fast, and then I could throw slow. So I just feel like whatever I need to be, that's what I will be in the ring to win.
You can define yourself as a boxer like a fearless boxer because when I saw your fights, it's like there's no fear around you.
No, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my legacy. My mother died in 2016. So to honor her life, I made sure that every time I step into the ring, I give it my all because she gave her all for me. So I wanted to, fight for her.
Wow, that's great to hear. And let me ask you this: we know that you can play soccer, you can play baseball, you can play ping pong, you can play whatever, but you cannot play boxing. Why did you choose boxing, the only sport that you cannot play?
I used to fight a lot when I was younger. I used to fight the girls and fight the boys. So fighting came natural. But I feel as though boxing chose me. I never had aspirations or dreams of being a boxer or world champion. I just was drawn to it. And once I, came to boxing, I fell in love with it. And then my mission and my dreams was bigger to inspire others. So, it's just my life and I'm just living it and it's just in me. I think I'm just gifted.
You mentioned that boxing found you. Why is that?
Because I wanted to be a singer and a songwriter. I
Yeah.
wanted to be like Beyonce or Selena,
Wow.
but
Oh my God.
I just boxing chose me. I found so much joy and so much blessings in my life, like my husband and traveling the world, and I've made many friends from boxing. So I'm blessed.
Let me tell you this because when someone is happy, when the happiness is around, you cannot hide the happiness. And I believe you are living now one of the most blessing moments of your time, right? Your life.
Yeah, I have a wonderful husband
Yeah.
that I am so like grateful. He's my best friend. He's my everything. And considering my last fight in January, where I could have, lost my life, I'm just grateful to be here. And with this pandemic, with so many people dying and losing their lives and their family, I just, stay humble and just count my blessings because I could be one of those people. And, just because I'm here now, it doesn't mean in the future I'll be here. So I'm just grateful and humble.
Let me put this topic on the table because I always fight for women's boxing because I truly believe that you are a warrior and of course you all the women boxers, but you deserve more money, you deserve more attention, and you deserve more respect. And this topic, it makes me feel bad because it's not
Mhm.
fair that you put the same effort like the men's in the ring, and you don't receive the same. And I always fighting for this. What is your opinion?
It's a process, and there were women before me who didn't get half of what I've gotten. Like there's amazing female fighters who
Yeah,
didn't have opportunity to fight on TV or to make, you know, somewhat enough money like some of the female boxers of today. So my goal is to push the limits as much as I can and support other females that are boxing now and just do my part. It'll come. And I feel like so many people focus on being rich, but rich is a feeling. Rich is an essence of you. It's not just money. And I feel like when my time is done, the girls behind me will probably get more respect and more money. And that's okay because I'm a hustler. I know how to make money. I'm a hard worker
yeah.
and I'll make money. But while I'm here, I'm going to fight for my worth. And when I leave, it will be better for other females.
I don't know if you know this, but what I have a conversation before this interview with Gabriel Rivas, which is the PR of Golden Boy, and we agree that your response or every question are very smart from the bottom of your heart. You look like I know you're a little girl for me because I'm an old man, but you look yeah, you look like old but in knowledge. That's great because we had a great conversation from the bottom of your heart.
Yes, thank you. I've lived a lot of life. I've experienced so much in my life that I could probably be your age. If my experience was age, I'll be your age. But I just learned to slow down. I learned to appreciate the little things. And I learned to focus on happiness and positive things rather than negativity. Like I'm going through hell with my last fight, being in quarantine, not, being in the boxing ring, but I'm blessed. I have breath, I have my vision, I have my health. So I won't complain.
No, not at all. We need to say thank you because we are looking for the things that we don't have, and we have a lot of, right?
Yes. It was cool because before quarantine, I did a bit of traveling. Like since July of last year, I've traveled so much, and I came down to Mexico for the WBC convention. Uh, traveling across the country of United States, and then right before I was in Bahamas and Colorado. So I'm just happy. It's okay. Sometimes you have to stop and slow down and focus on yourself so you can be a better person.
Totally agree because now the human beings we need to learn, at least in my opinion, that this is a call from God. This is a call from God, but not for the animals, not for the nature. It's a call for the human beings. We need to be more respectful. First of all,
Yes.
with us and to the nature and the world.
Yes, for sure. I agree totally.
Let me go for the boxing now again because Jiménez 2020. Now the World Boxing Organization they give you your belt again, and the World Boxing Council is thinking about another fight. But what is the feeling about this fight? There is no decision, so it's complicated. But at the end, you have at least one of your belts.
And that comes with being grateful. I'm going to continue to fight to have both of my belts because I'm the rightful owner. Um, First and foremost, I'm just happy to have my life because I could have died. I could have had many complications from that fight due to her testing positive for a banned substance. Um, but I just feel as though everything's going to work out. I have great attorneys. I have great allies. I have great fans who,
Mm-hmm.
they speak for me when I don't even know. So
Yeah.
I just want to keep fighting and I want to keep, making my stance because this is not only important for me, this is important for all female boxers because this could happen to another girl who may not have resources or may not have the drug testing like I did. So, this is an opportunity for not only myself as a boxer to take a stand, for commissions, for the reporters, for the fans, everyone to not, you know, condone this. It's not right, it's not good, and it's not going to benefit female or male boxers.
I totally agree with you, and I mean, I can't tell that things about the other side because I'm not a part of the team. But the reality is that we have a positive. The other part, like Alejandra Tigre Jiménez say, I didn't nothing wrong. And my question is this one: you're willing to do another fight with Alejandra Jiménez? Of course, you're gonna be aware what is gonna happen before during the training. I mean, all the tests, whatever you may need. But you're willing to fight again against Alejandra Jimenez in order to recover the titles and put, I mean, to see who's gonna win now.
Well, honestly, I thought that regardless of her enhancements, I believe that I won the fight on points, and I feel like I should have still been declared the winner. Um, I'm not interested in a fight with her, not because of fear. not because I don't think I can beat her. She's very beatable. I will beat her. I did beat her, but more so like it's an honor to be a champion, and as you know, me being a defending champion, to give you opportunity to share the ring with me and to do this for the fans. It's like you let everyone down. Like, you know, it's not just, you don't just wake up and say, hey, I want to be a champ. It's something you have to fight and earn, and something you deserve. And I believe I deserve to be a champion. I deserve to fight other champions. I don't feel like she deserves that right now. What she did is it's I can't even put it in words. It's terrible.
Okay, and, what is your opinion that the one and only, and I repeat this, the one and only Oscar de la Hoya is behind you? He make a statement and he say, "We are with our champion." What is the meaning for you?
It means a lot because I know how Mexican pride is. And I'm being honest with you. You know, boxing is everything, and, you know, it's support. And I don't ever want him to feel like he's in a situation where all his people who made him famous and made him the legend that he is would turn because of me. But I just want him to support what is right and not support what is wrong, especially him being a boxer, being an Olympian, being a multi-world champion. If that happened to him, I know that he would hope someone would support him. And that's all I can ask. If it was him, he would want somebody to stand up for him. So I'm just appreciative he's standing up for me. And I hope he continues to stand up for me.
And finally, to close this topic about the fight with Alejandra, the possible rematch, if Oscar offers you something in Canelo's fight, let's say, because let me be honest, the people wants another fight between you and Jiménez, but if Oscar, like your advisor, your promoter, as a fighter, of course, mentioned that you may fight in Canelo fight, you think about it, or is your decision now not to fight again anymore against Jiménez?
Well, I want my belt back. I would love to fight as a champion. Give me some Oscar De La Hoya money.
Yeah. I mean,
with Oscar De La Hoya, and that goes back to what you were saying as an advocate for women's boxing, how we don't make a lot of money. We take the same risk, we fight hard, but we don't get paid like the men. If that's the case, give me a whole lot of money, and I'll fight. I'll fight. I can beat her. I did beat her, but it's got to be worth my while, and it has to be testing and protection. But to be honest, that's not a fight that I'm interested in right now. But I will fight if they pay me a lot of money.
Sounds great. Let me ask you about another fight. For me, it's crazy fight. I don't know if it's a noise only. Lila Shields, and you know these fighters. Do you believe it's possible to see a fight against Shields? I'm talking about Laila Ali.
I would love for Laila Ali to come out of retirement. I would give her a tune-up fight if she if she wanted a tune-up fight before Clarissa. I would fight her. I think that her fighting Clarissa would be amazing for women's boxing. The same way when she was fighting, you know, Chrissy Martin came before her.
Yeah.
And her and Chrissy Martin had a fight, even though it was a mismatch, but it was needed to elevate women's boxing. So just like when she fought Jackie Frazier, the fight she didn't do was with Ann Wolfe. Now she should have fought Ann Wolfe, but her coming out of retirement, because she's only 40, 42.
Yeah.
But she stays in shape. She's athletic. She looks strong. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think she should. I think, especially from the things that she says, that she can beat Clarissa and that she'll, knock her out. Do it. Do it for the culture. Do it for women's boxing. Do it for the fans.
As a commentator, as an analyst, Laila, Clarissa, who you go with?
Clarissa. I've been in there. The thing is, I've been in the ring with Clarissa, and I know Layla's strong and big, and she's a grown woman, and she has a heart of a lion. but she didn't fight Ann Wolf. I think me and Clarissa was like the Ann Wolf and Layla Ali of our time, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like Clarissa would definitely win, and I would train with her and support her in a training camp and make sure she wins.
Awesome. What is your opinion? Two more questions, please. What is your opinion about the Mexican boxing? Because thanks God you can understand my really bad English, but I work mostly for La Raza, and we have a lot of history. The other day, I was having a conversation with Eddie Reynoso, which is the trainer of Canelo, and he told me, Ernesto, if I need to choose two styles, I need to choose Afro-American style and Mexican style. But what is for you the Mexican style in boxing?
Well, Canelo exhibits a style of African American and Mexican style because he's tough. But after he fought like Floyd Mayweather, you saw him because he's been fighting for a long time. But once he fought Floyd Mayweather, it elevated him, and you could see more elusiveness and on top of his IQ and thing when he has to walk down and be tough, he can do the Mexican style. But I love it. Like, I love this style. I love both styles. I think that's anybody with those mixtures is a problem.
Yeah, definitely. You are, so young. What are your dreams in boxing? You are thinking about another weight class. What are your dreams?
I would love to be undisputed. I would love to have a fight with my husband, who's a professional boxer. Me and him fight on the same card for a belt, or you may make history, possibly another weight class, and just meaningful fights. Do what I can do to build a beautiful legacy and also elevate women's boxing. So when I do retire, I set a standard for women to follow also.
Totally agree. Alicia Napoleon, Ima Cousin, Angelica Lopez are in World Boxing Council in the ratings. Any thoughts about these fighters?
Yeah, I've always wanted a match with Alicia Napoleon because she's a good fighter, and I feel like our styles would match up wonderful. And the other women that's mentioned, of course, like I'm not going to shy away from competition, but there are some advantages of being a champion because you have a platform. So I want meaningful fights, and if those other women can bring something to the table and give a good competitive fight, so we can show the world what women's boxing is about, that's amazing. I'm with it.
Nice. A message, please, for the people, because in Mexico, boxing is something like opportunity to go out of the streets, to go out of the poverty, and what is your message for the people who are struggling about boxing? I believe boxing can save your lives in any sense, because if it makes you focus, it makes you go for the goal, difficult goal. What is your message for the people who are thinking about boxing for do great things?
Yes, well, people think that I'm amazing. Their words, not mine. They think I'm, amazing and talented and have so much going for myself. But I was a troubled youth, and boxing saved my life for all the reasons that you said. It gives you focus. It gives you discipline. It makes you not want to be an alcoholic or do a lot of drugs because you don't want to lose a fight or, damage your body. Yeah. It gives you people you can relate to that's maybe trouble or looking for something. It gives you a family if you don't have a family. So boxing is life. And I'm so grateful, and I love boxing and thankful.
So you can say boxing saved your life in so many ways.
Yes, boxing saved my life.
Finally, I'm going to do something in Spanish for you, and then maybe you can do this in English. You can choose any song. I'm going to say this. Voz de la guitarra mía, Al despertar a la mañana. You say you love to sing. I love to sing. I don't know how, but you can sing something, please, because I know you love to sing.
Hold on. Wait, I was going to sing in Spanish, but I'm so nervous. I'm not going to do it.
No worries, champ.
We are the champions, my friends. And we will keep fighting to the end.
Oh my God. Oh, big round of applause.
Maybe I can sing in Spanish. Estoy es la campeona, mi amigo.
Yeah, I know that you are something special. God touched you, and I celebrate this because I'm very respectful with the fighters, but sometimes I need to tell that you are great with me always. You're always smiling. You always attend the press. So thanks for your light. Thanks for you being this great human being. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and you stay safe, okay?
You know, from March 16, I have been here, so I respect in every sense.
All righty. Well, hopefully I'll see you around when everybody can go back to boxing.
You can bet. Thanks again, and God bless you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Si te gustó nuestro contenido, suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube. Y si no te gustó, también. No puedes jugar boxeo.